I spent long hours recording this video only to come find out that it was shot in 120 frames per second. Slow motion basically. Sorry. In order to make sure it was watchable, I had to speed it up, sync the audio manually, but that did affect the color, particularly the purple you see on my glasses now, and you will continue to see till the end of this video. But hey, enjoy. So I've never been a classic watch guy. You guys know that very well. If you look through the channel, you'll find zero videos about strictly classic watches. When Patek dropped the news mid last year about the discontinuation of the Nautilus, the blue dial Nautilus, and the announcement of course of the green dial, that made headlines, right? So people went nuts. Everyone went crazy. Patek put it up in our faces that this is the big news. But also, this 6119R Calatrava in rose gold had come out, and this was also my segue into classic watches. To me, this was newsworthy. This was actually the big news. I immediately called the boutique and I said, you know what, I would like to put my name against this watch with no hopes of it coming whatsoever. I fast forward unboxings. I usually skip that part, but this is my first Patek Philippe, so I'm gonna do the unboxing for it. Let's get into it. This is where I'm going. Right there. What happened to my Nautilus though? Yo, this is my first Patek Philippe. Yo, this is sick.
You're manually going to watch.
Okay, so I pulled it.
You will feel like it's getting stiff, it's getting full, then you should just slow down and stop.
Thank you so much for making it happen. This is, I truly appreciate it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's just start off by accepting that this is one of the nice watch boxes out there. You also get this fancy leather folder that holds a certificate. I swear this is something that feels like you can put up on your wall. I mean, I don't care if you guys see the serial or not, but look at the way my name is written. This is like proper calligraphy. I'm not sure if they're all trained to do this level of penmanship. Patek Philippe Museum invitation. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to visit, but you know what? It's a cool addition. Plus this quality travel pouch. I mean, seriously, what else could you ask for? What happened to my Nautilus though? I never had the chance to see the 6119 in real life or in person before this point, where I actually got the call from Patek Philippe for this Calatrava. My point of comparison and my point of reference was the Vacheron Traditionnelle black dial and rose gold. I know it also comes in a cream dial, very similar to this. This is 39mm, that one is 38. It's domed up, so it's actually 38. You know, it suits it a lot better. This one is a little bit wider, but it's also 1mm bigger. Let me know in the comment section down below if you had the option to pick between both. Which one would you go for? I'd be interested to go through your comments. Now, I know that the automatic calibers are more mainstream in today's mechanical watchmaking, but there aren't just many manual wound new watches out there. It's safe to say that this manually wound 6119R Calatrava is marketed toward more watch enthusiasts, I think. And the reason why I say that is because if you bring it close to your ear and start winding it, you know, the sound of the gear is just emotional, right? Let's get into the specs. The reference for this Calatrava is the 6119R. R of course stands for rose gold. The white gold is more limited from what I understand, but I think that the rose gold looks nicer and makes up for having this cream dial. I mean, this is a time-only watch. Patek Philippe basically told you bin all the nonsense, no functions whatsoever outside of time, so no additional functionality. That's not what you would be getting with this watch, and they said time only, right? And I think they did it really, really well. It's a time-only watch. Patek Philippe here ignored everything that's to do with complication and just gave you a straight-up, no-nonsense, time-only reference housing a brand new wound movement that is the caliber 30-255, which is without a doubt the main attraction of this Calatrava and providing you up to 65-hour power reserve. Now, I say main attraction because Patek actually gave us this beautiful open case back where you can admire the movement. This is not something they usually do for their Calatrava. I think the standards had stopped in 2016. It holds up water resistant for up to 30mm, but again, who's gonna swim with this watch? And it's got an 8.8mm height, which I find is the sexiest feature about this watch. I mean, just look at this. Patek Philippe clearly kept this open to show you prominently how beautiful this movement is in aesthetic and in function. I think it would be a crime actually to close this. I am definitely in favor of the open case back for the 6119 Calatrava, the new 619 Calatravas. I think it's absolutely beautiful that they had kept this open. Now, I've worn this watch almost every day for the past week, so you can actually see a little bit of the wear on the alligator strap that it comes with it. It's a shiny chocolate brown strap with a pin and buckle, but you could also order the clasp separately if you wish. So I thought about the clasp, right? And went back to the boutique a couple of days later to try on the clasp, and I was keen to pick it. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get the clasp. I think it would be nice. It was actually comfortable, right? So I've tried it on, but then I changed my mind because I think with this watch, you want the pin and buckle. The pin and buckle just makes a lot more sense than the clasp. But let me know in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you think this watch looks better on a pin and buckle or a clasp? Now, the most distinctive feature of the exterior of the watch is the Cloche de Paris, which is the hobnail pattern on the bezel that was on the discontinued 5119 from 2006 and had the same bezel design, and the 6119 is framed somehow to be the successor reference. So on the wrist, and my first impression is that this is such an inviting watch to wear. I mean, if you look at the thinness of the case and how it hugs your wrist, it's absolutely beautiful. I think Patek basically said, let's create something that speaks of the past but modern at the same time, and they absolutely nailed it. If you are thinking, okay, at a glance, maybe it's a boring watch, I would say try it again. Maybe it'll change your mind. Maybe it'll be your first classic watch. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.